At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.
Good morning. This is Louise Bates, and I welcome you to Laurel Highlands Happenings on 97.3 Light FM and 1480 WCNS. Brought to you this month by our sponsor, Tattiebogle CiderWorks. I'm here the first Saturday of every month to share with you the latest happenings in the Laurel Highlands, giving you some great ideas for places to visit, things to do, and events to attend. After all, the Laurel Highlands is a wonderful place to live, work, and play. Happy New Year! Happy new decade. I hope you all had a lovely holiday, time off to spend with family and friends, to relax and reflect on the past year. I'm hoping you're feeling renewed and ready to embrace a new year. And what better way to kick off the new year but with some new businesses in the Laurel Highlands. So I'm very excited to have Battlezone Latrobe and Tattiebogle CiderWorks in the studio this morning. But in case you haven't heard, before we talk about them, let's tell you about the latest. The Laurel Highlands took home third place in the 2020 Travel Lemming Reader's Choice Awards. Third place. Yay! And Laurel Highlands were the only US destination listed in the top 5. Isn't that pretty amazing? We do really live in a wonderful place. Top third place of emerging destinations in the world. Brilliant. Also, I have to tell you that the 2020 Destination Guide is out. It's in our brochure racks. We're distributing it as we speak. So do please go pick one up from one of our brochure racks, or come into our office or one of our visitor centres and find out what's going on in the Laurel Highlands for the year ahead. So, there's always our website. Check out all the events that are happening. There's going to be lots of great deals and packages. So check out what's happening at the ski resorts, the wineries, the breweries, the restaurants. Everything that's going on in the Laurel Highlands you can find out on our website, which is laurelhighlands.org. So let's jump straight into our first guest, which is Adam Gardner, and he is the owner of Battlezone Latrobe, a very cool, fun place to go and visit. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Louise.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you're very busy at the moment, so I really appreciate your time to come in. Tell us about Battlezone in Latrobe. First of all, what is it exactly?
Well, Battlezone is really a family fun center that involves games, shooting balls at each other.
Okay.
We play 3 different games. We have a dodgeball game instead of your normal dodgeball, which really stinks if you can't throw and catch.
Right.
We load balls into our markers and shoot them back and forth at each other. So it's really easy for anyone to play, and it's lots of fun.
Okay. So when you say markers, is that like a gun?
It's
like a Nerf gun?
They're paintball guns that we modified. We have a company in Latrobe called GOG Paintball. It was formerly Smart Parts. We've been here 30 years, and we've been making paintball equipment for a couple decades. And the inspiration for Battlezone really came out of our paintball roots. And paintball's difficult to do indoor because it's messy and it hurts if you're real close.
Absolutely.
And so with Battlezone, we developed some new technologies and found some others within our industry, and thought this is a great place for kids to go and families to go and get the kids off their Xboxes and their butts on their couches and these video games and run around and have some old-fashioned fun.
That's really cool. So do you have different size markers for like adults and kids, or
no,
one size fits all?
It's really one fits all. We have 3 different games there. Again, the dodgeball is the one game. We have a castle defense game, which uses the same guns and balls. It's just a different setup where you get a lot closer. We have inflatable bunkers that are blown up and obstacles, and you run around and try to get their other flag. And the ball on those 2 games is like the size of a racquetball, but it's a Nerf foam type material, so it's soft. So it doesn't hurt, but they shoot pretty fast, and they're lots of fun. And the third game is, we call it pickleball. It's a paintball sized ball, but it's a squishy rubber ball, so it doesn't hurt like a paintball.
Right.
And we use, again, paintball guns, so you have 200 rounds in your loader, and you play the same way, try to eliminate the other team or capture their flag.
Wow, 200 rounds. Wow, blimey. Okay,
Yeah.
so is there a limit to when people? I imagine this location that everyone's running around. Is there a limit to how many people you can have in one go? In the room?
There are, but we have 3 different game fields. So usually when a group comes, whether it be a birthday party or just walk-on play, we'll start them at dodgeball, which they play for about a half an hour, and then rotate them to the middle field, which is the castle defense, and then rotate to pickleball. So we can have multiple groups going at the same time because there's 3 different playing fields.
So when you go in, so if say I wanted to come in and have a go at Battlezone with my family, do I have to select one activity, one game, or do I do all? I can do all 3.
You'll do all 3. Yeah, we have goggles. I mean, it's really safe, but we want people to wear eye protection. So we have 2 different sets of goggles, and we'll assign you a cubby so you can switch. So you're making sure you're just keeping your goggle on. You don't have to wear someone else's sweaty goggle.
Okay, I never thought of that. But okay.
Yeah. So we keep it pretty organized, and we'll rotate you through. But that's part of the fun is you're doing multiple different games, so it doesn't really get stale or old. You're not there too long because every game is different and they're all fun.
They're all fun.
Yeah, you'll be really tired and sweaty when you leave.
Oh, this sounds great. This sounds great. So I'm just thinking it'd be a great thing to do with family over the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, we that's a busy time. We're really all January through Easter is just crazy busy because there aren't a lot of other things for people to do. It's cold and wet and snowy outside, and this is a good way to go burn off some energy and have fun. We get lots of church groups, sports teams, birthday parties, or just people coming in and they want to have a good time, run around and take out some energy on each other. And
you were saying to me earlier that it's, the adults love it probably just as much as the kids.
They definitely do. Often the adults will play with their kids. The dads really enjoy that, and often mom too. But we'll get some groups who they came for a birthday party and they really wanted to play, but they want to come back without their kids so that they can just have adults. But we get all mixes.
Right.
Even the Marine recruits were there recently, and they had a blast. We've got sports teams and college teams and just all different ages.
Oh my gosh! And do the men take it more seriously? Do you think the dads?
Some of the moms get pretty competitive too.
Really?
There's nothing better than the mom beating their teenage kids and getting to rub it in.
I can see the satisfaction with that, actually.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we even had we had a 80-year-old grandfather play with his 2 40-year-old sons and their 2 12-year-old sons. So 3 generations played, run around, and they had a blast.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
So it's really surprising the variety of age groups.
Okay, so just to the listeners to get a visual, do you know how big the size is of this?
Yeah, it's about 15,000 square feet.
Okay, so it's a nice big space.
We're over in the Latrobe 30 Plaza across from Planet Fitness, right beside Goodwill. So, I mean, it's a big area.
Right.
And we have party rooms in the back, so we have 3 of those. So if you have a birthday party, we let you use one of the party rooms where you can bring your own food. Lots of people, they order Pizza Siena or one of the local pizza places.
It's right in that plaza.
Yeah, it's right across, and they do a great job. But they can bring it from wherever they want and bring their cake in. So they'll play for an hour and have pizza, play the 3rd game, have cake, and then if they have a half hour left, play whatever game they like the best. And
so for a birthday party, is it like 2-hour package?
Yeah, for a birthday party, we give them an extra half hour, so it's like 2.5 hours for a birthday party. And but we do walk-on play of an hour or 2 hours as well.
Okay, so how much would it be for like a birthday party package? I mean, how many kids do you roughly get?
We'll get anywhere. I mean, the minimum for the party package where you get the party room and the extra time is 8 players.
Okay.
But we'll get some parties that are in excess of 30.
Gosh.
So, and it's roughly $20 a person if you're playing. If you're just hanging out and watching, you don't have to pay anything. You can just sit there and video and have fun and laugh at your kids.
I mean, is there like free Wi-Fi for like parents?
We have Wi-Fi and a TV, but usually they're watching and having fun or talking. So.
Hey, wow. And you said it's also good for groups too. So you can have like church groups, like homeschool groups maybe?
We've gotten everything. We've had multiple schools come in. We've had, again, the church groups. We've had corporate groups. Continental sent a group last year. We've had, a couple banks and their employee groups, and they'll come in an afternoon and run around. And
it's a great field trip to get out the office and just to gel and have some fun outside the office environment, isn't it?
It definitely is. I mean, it's something different and unique that you don't see anywhere else, because there's not another Battlezone.
No, there's not.
We've just opened one in Butler, PA, and our goal is to prove the model and work out all the things to see if we could potentially open a lot more around the country. So this will hopefully be the birth of Battlezone in a number of years. But there's other things like trampoline parks and things out there, but their age groups are really limited to younger kids.
Right.
As someone my age, I'm not sure I would survive bouncing around on trampolines without breaking something.
I wouldn't want to either.
But Battlezone is literally something almost anyone can play and have fun with. So,
do you have any like special events? I'm just thinking, just like brainstorming here. Do you, like for Halloween, do you invite people to come in costume, or do you do like anything for Christmas, or is it just? Yeah,
we haven't done that, but I mean we're open to suggestions. I mean usually around those times the plaza does giveaways for kids and and trick or treat nights and stuff like that, and we certainly participate in those. But if we do have private sessions available. So if anyone wants to do a theme or a group for their group of friends or, circle of friends, that can definitely be done.
All right, okay. So really, listeners, I think, this sounds really great. We could do this as a family. Do you recommend any special attire? I suppose comfortable shoes? Yeah,
definitely comfortable shoes, because you'll be running around. One of the things, typically we say our age is 6 and up. We've had some younger kids play, but it really depends on, every kid's different at that age. They have to be able to follow the safety rules and hold the launchers. For the younger kids, the pickleball game, we recommend that you bring like a sweatshirt or something. We tell people don't shoot 2 feet away or within 5 feet.
It's going to sting, isn't it?
Well, it can, but it's not like a paintball sting. But one, we've learned that kids don't know what 5 feet is, and dads definitely don't know what 5 feet is. So, if you just throw a little jacket on, then they don't feel anything, and it doesn't sting. We just don't want someone on a bare arm to get shot from a foot away.
Sure, okay.
And again, it won't do anything major, but they'll not be particularly happy with whoever shot them. So that's really the main thing. And we provide everything, the goggles, the guns, the ammo, the air fills, everything. So you don't have to buy anything else when you're there, but definitely comfortable shoes and maybe a little, if you're concerned about any type of impact, just a little overcoat that you can throw on, because you won't want to wear it the whole time because you'll be really hot.
Really hot. I was just thinking that. So we're almost out of time. So just to recap, tell the listeners where you're located and your opening hours and admission costs.
Yes, we are again in the Route 30 Plaza across from Planet Fitness, right beside Goodwill. Wendy's and KFC are in there.
Right.
Our typical hours during the winter time are Friday evenings, all day Saturday and Sunday. We extend those when school's off, and certainly in the summer we have extended hours, and during breaks like Christmas to New Year's and other holidays will be open. And but for private groups, we can almost be open anytime if you call and make a reservation. And you can go to battlezonelatrobe.com to see our videos and learn more, or to make a reservation, or check us out on our Facebook page, which again is Battlezone Latrobe.
Fabulous.
And again, the cost is roughly $13 to $20, depending on how long you want to play.
Okay, and that's per person?
Yes.
Regardless of age?
Yes.
Okay. Adam, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you for telling us about Battlezone Latrobe. Sounds like fun. I think I'm going to get my kids, my family down there. I think that sounds a blast.
Yeah, they'll definitely enjoy it. We've the smiles on people's faces is good to see, and it's really fun for all ages.
Thank you. If you've just joined us, you're listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Tattiebogle CiderWorks. Our next guest is Kurt Henry from Tattiebogle CiderWorks. Good morning, Kurt. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Happenings.
Hi, Louise. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk cider with you.
Yes. So, where do we start? You're the first cidery in the Laurel Highlands. That's big. I think really we have to start with your name, because Tattiebogle that's an unforgettable name. You have to tell the listeners how that came about.
Yeah, it is unforgettable. It's quite the conversation starter. Really, I think you're one of the few people that pronounces it properly. Everyone wants to say Tattiebogle.
Okay.
But it is Bogle. So it's actually a compound word that comes from the Scottish word tatty, which means potato.
It's not just Scottish, because we call them in the UK, in England, it's tatty.
It's tatty as well. Yeah.
Yeah, tatties.
Maybe it's a UK thing.
Maybe.
And then a bogle is a spirit or ghost. So it literally means potato spirit or potato ghost. But it actually is a scarecrow, and it's what the Scottish call a scarecrow. And the name was actually co-opted by Germans early on, and it became the bogeyman, which when people emigrated from Germany to the United States, it became the boogeyman who hides under your bed. But our Tattiebogles are nice. They're not scary.
Okay, so so this is the name of your cidery, and you are located in Acme.
Well, Acme, not Acme. People tend to think of Acme as up on top of the hill.
Right.
We're about halfway up Chestnut Ridge. We're just around the corner from the big landmark, which is Stone Villa.
Right. So you're you're a stone's throw. Sorry for the pun, but you are literally a stone's throw from Stone Villa Winery.
Right. You just passed Stone Villa, headed up Clay Pike, and we're the first road to the left. And we're a farm-based cidery, so big white farmhouse, 2 big red barns, and then a white pole building. Which
How many
is
acres?
It's just around 70 acres.
Okay, and you do have an orchard there, right? You have planted.
We planted an orchard of all pre-Prohibition heirloom apple trees.
Oh, lovely.
And we're raising them in beyond organic fashion. I like to say the stun fashion, which is sheer total utter neglect, but we do go check on them. We don't put any chemicals or things on.
But they're growing, right? They're getting bigger.
Yeah, they're getting bigger, and hopefully next spring we'll have some blossoms, and the next year we'll actually harvest apples for our estate line of cider.
Okay, so Tattiebogle is not open yet, but you're planning opening this month, correct?
Yes. One thing that I've learned in this adventure, Louise, is that everything takes 5 times as long and costs 10 times as much.
Oh.
So we did get kind of messed up by a name change. We had a name previously, but ran into trademark issues.
Yes.
So we're finally getting the construction done, and we've had a really good response so far. People are just waiting to get in, so I'm working as hard as I can to get the doors open.
We know there's a huge response. So people are very excited because you are going to be the first cidery in the Laurel Highlands.
Right. Cider back in the day, before Prohibition, was America's drink. And Prohibition came along, and that kind of ended cider's reign. But there's a resurgence now across the country, and cider is really a great alternative to other alcoholic beverages.
Right.
If you're gluten-free, looking for lower alcohol and less calories, cider's your drink.
And it's not just apples now, because, I quite like cider, and there's so many different blends. There's pear cider as well, and so many different fruits that's on the market now. So my next question is, what kind of ciders are you going to be producing? If you've got several, I guess you've got some on the go now ready to produce.
Yeah, we've been kind of testing the market with different things, and you're right. Fruit ciders are extremely popular. The cider purists kind of don't like it, but I think it's a natural evolution. Apples go with almost any fruit, so we're planning 4 to start. We'll do a traditional dry apple cider. We'll do what I call a Pennsylvania wild berry, which is all berries that are native to Pennsylvania: blueberry, blackberry, red raspberry, and black currants. We'll do what I call the gateway to cider for beer drinkers, which is a hopped cider.
Ooh.
Which has Citra and Chinook hops, which are 2 of the primary hops in West Coast IPA beer. But you get the hoppy flavor and aroma, but none of the bitterness, because we don't boil the hops like you do in a beer. And the final one is a little bit sweeter, and it is a caramel apple.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's sort of reminiscent. It's a liquid caramel apple from the fair.
Gosh, that does sound nice.
Yeah.
Now, will you be doing once you're open, get going, you've got the ball rolling, and getting more comfortable with everything? Are you going to sort of branch out and do like seasonal sort of flavors too?
Oh, we absolutely will, and we'll do flavors that are only available at the tasting room that won't be in distribution. So, we'll do probably at least 4 seasonals, and we'll do those in smaller batches for, just
limited
times.
Gotcha. So, my next question is: are you going to be bottling it? Are you going to do cans? Is it going to be like? Will it be on draft?
Yes. Well, we're going to do everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
okay.
Because cider is one of those drinks that is really nice when you've been outside. And since Laurel Highlands is Western Pennsylvania's playground, there are a lot of people that like to bicycle, run, kayak, hike, and cans are much more conducive to that lifestyle than lugging a bunch of bottles around.
Sure, yeah.
But if you're having a nice dinner, a nice 750 milliliter bottle looks nice on the table, a little better than a can.
Right.
And when you go to, we want to kind of have a pub type atmosphere in our tasting room. Draft is the way to go.
Okay, so your tasting room. So when it opens, we have like a seating area,
We're going to have a small temporary tasting room actually in the production cidery. So it'll be kind of cool because you'll get to sit amongst the big 2,000-gallon tanks, and you'll see all the inner workings of the cidery. Our long-term vision is to take one of our barns, a big barn, and turn it into the full-time tasting room with a patio and a deck. And we're putting a pond in, and we have about a 70-mile view that you can sit outside and see up way past Indiana up to Shalocta, Pennsylvania, and Rural Valley. So
that just sounds delightful.
Yeah, it's on a summer or even in the winter, it's a beautiful view. So it's a place to come, sit back, have a cider, and forget about the 9-to-5 world for a while.
That sounds good. But that's phase 2.
That'll be starting in the spring.
In the spring. Yeah. Okay, so the listeners are thinking, it sounds really great. Tell us again where you're located and possible opening hours once you open this month.
Yeah, so we are located at 175 Ankeny Hill Road, Acme, Pennsylvania, 15610. And open hours will probably be open mainly on the weekend and a few weekdays during the winter, and we'll expand those hours once spring gets here and the weather gets warmer. But I would imagine we'll probably stay open till a little bit later than some other places, just because you may want to have a cider before you go home after a long day of work. So probably 7 to 8 we'll close.
So do you think you'll be having events out there too once you get you got your feet wet and you've been open a few months?
We definitely want to do events. We've got plenty of room for events.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll get it in this year, but I want to do a wassail, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yes, Blessing the Orchard in January.
Exactly.
We could do it if this, next couple of weeks.
We may still do it if I can throw something together, but we definitely need the witches and the spirits thrown out of the orchard, and that's what the wassail helps us do.
Absolutely. So we are at the Laurel Highlands. We're very excited for the cidery opening. And I know you've had a great response from the Portal Passport.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people have been literally knocking on your door, calling you.
Yes, literally knocking on the door.
So that's great. So I think everyone's excited to come and visit and sample the cider.
Yeah, I think it'll be something different for the area than standard. And we want it to be a destination, kind of like the old bar Cheers on the TV show. Someplace you can come and feel relaxed and just sit back and enjoy.
Okay. So tell the listeners the website address, Facebook. And
we try to keep everything simple, except it's a long name. It's www.Tattiebogle CiderWorks.com. And the best way to keep track of us and when we open and updates would be either through our Facebook page or our Instagram, and they're both Tattiebogle CiderWorks.
Okay, so basically watch this space to see when you're going to be opening your doors. But you have a sign up, don't you?
We do have a sign up.
You have your Scarecrow, Tattiebogle CiderWorks sign up so people can find you.
Exactly.
So it's imminent. It's happening in the next few weeks.
Yeah, we can't wait to have people sit down and try a cider.
I think we all can't wait. Anything else you'd like to share with the listeners as we wrap up?
No, I just want to thank the Visitors Bureau for doing such a great job with everything they do. They've gotten us on Laurel Highlands on the map, and the award that we just won is really incredible. We always knew it was a special place, but we've now got validation of that.
Absolutely. It is a great place to live, work, and play, isn't it?
It is.
You're very lucky.
Absolutely.
Well, look, it's been lovely for you to be on the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
I wish you the very best of luck.
I appreciate it.
With
Thanks.
your opening. I plan to be there.
Yeah, we hope you become a regular.
Yes, absolutely. And good luck with the whole year.
Thanks.
Thanks again to our guests, Adam Gardner from Battlezone Latrobe and Kurt Henry from Tattiebogle CiderWorks. Do check out our events calendar on laurelhighlands.org for all the wonderful events that are going to be happening throughout the winter, especially those ice festivals, the one in Ligonier and the one up in Somerset. Always lots of fun things going on, and do get out as well and enjoy all the trails in the state parks. Even if it's snowing, get out and embrace it all. You have been listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, and it's been brought to you this month by Tattiebogle CiderWorks. All the events and businesses that we mention can be found at laurelhighlands.org. And if you're active on social media, do follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, cheerio.
At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.